And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed the snow and the rain as we wrapped up last week. Of course, our Sunday, we got back up into the 50s, a lot of sunshine out there, melted off pretty much all of the snow that we saw out there, so that's a lot of good moisture going into the ground. But you can see so far this morning, we're down in the mid-30s, just above that freezing mark. There are several places this morning that are below freezing here as we start out the day, such as Liberal there at 31. You've got 29 in Guymans in some places, certainly cooler than others. But as we go throughout the day, temperatures are going to warm quite nicely. We're starting a bit of a warming trend here. We'll see 40s by 9 a.m. this morning, 50s as you head on into the lunchtime period, but still a touch below average as our normal daytime high should be right around 71 degrees. We're going to clock in maybe 66 degrees as you head on into this afternoon, with maybe a few places getting into the high 60s and low 70s. Evening temperatures down in the 50s, and you'll see right here going overnight, temperatures will eventually drop down to about 39 degrees. So it looks like we should stay above freezing for much of the area again, and hopefully not have any more overnight freezes here as we go throughout this week, because we're finally starting to kind of get in that time frame of course, our last freeze of the season, as our average last freeze is sometime between the 13th and 16th of April. So hopefully we're putting those freezing temperatures behind us. We'll have to wait and see. But winds, thankfully, today are going to be very light out there. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon, as you're going to see right here. Those winds staying about 5 to 10 miles an hour around the entire region, mainly just changing directions at times. So really overall a lot to like. And well, you'll see right here, sunshine as well. We've got great temperatures. We've got calm winds and clear skies. Our high definition model run about as uneventful as it has been over these past couple of days. And this is just kind of a precursor of what's to come. Our next weather maker is pretty much that we have a quiet week. We're seeing a high pressure system take the place of our most recent system. And well, unfortunately, as we know with high pressure systems, that means usually no rain chances. And well, it looks like warmer weather this week, as we're going to see maybe some hotter conditions down around central and southern Texas, where temperatures will be getting into the 80s and 90s. But here in the Texas Panhandle, surrounding regions, parts of Oklahoma and eastern New Mexico, looking at 70s and 80s for your daytime highs. So looking at our quick regional forecast, there's those 60s and 70s today, like I said, kind of beginning that warming trend, but then we really start to see it kick into gear Tuesday. You'll see 78 here in Amarillo, 80s around places, the central parts of Texas. There's those still high 70s for us as well. 80s over in places like Albuquerque, Oklahoma City, but then 92 in San Angelo, 90 in Abilene. So really just depends on where you're at or maybe where you're going. 7-day supercast, like I said, unfortunately pretty quiet out there as we're looking at more sunshine than anything else. 60s and 70s here for the bulk of the week. Overnight lows, like I said right now, look to stay just above freezing.